right, so we're here with Chris from the CanHammer podcast, and just recently he announced the Quebec Ontario Masters, so maybe you want to give us a little rundown on it?
Okay, so I'm on OnePlus Armor again. Anyway, we're doing the Ontario Quebec Masters, as Andrew said. It's going to be taking place starting in 2016, this coming January. It's going to be basically a series of events that we've deemed appropriate for the Masters, which is like 30 players, more than 4 games, generally good GTs. We're going to allow things like store tournaments and things, but they have to make the 30 players, and I don't think most store tournaments can reach that. That's kind of why we did it, is we didn't want a local store to like spam a whole bunch of like 10-man tournaments and just take over the rankings. So anyway, how it works is when you go to an event, if you get first place and there's 40 people, you then get 40 points. You go to another event, there's 60 people, you get first place, you now have 60 points. We're going to add those together, it's going to be 100 points. And then you go to a third event, you get, let's say, 40 more, you have 140 points. And that'd be your total for the year. And since you obviously just got first place at 3 tournaments, you're probably going to qualify. And so what we're going to do is the top 3 events that everybody goes to in Ontario and Quebec, we're going to rank them, those players, from 1 to 16 or 20. And then they're going to play in a GT-style tournament in January 2016, probably in the GTA area, because that's where most of the population is focused in the region. And so I think it'll be a good time. You know, I've gotten a lot of questions like, what does this mean? Does it, you know, a lot of people don't put any stock into rankings. But really, what it does is it gives you a goal to strive for. It gives you a reason to play a better army, get more work done on your army. It gives you a reason to go to multiple tournaments and kind of stay within region, which I think is really good for the Ontario-Quebec scene. You know, it'd be really good just to kind of get everybody in this area to just get their skill level up and really compete for those spots. And so I think it'll be a good time. If you want to know which events qualify and more information, you just go to CanHammer.com. And there's a link to the ranking system on my website. The rankings itself is being hosted and basically put up on our forum, which is the Canadian Warhammer Forum, which is cdnwarhammerforum.com or CA, I can't remember.
We'll have a link in the show notes anyways.
Yeah, just go to canhammer.com and you'll get all the information.
Will there be sort of any comp system yet, or do you know?
Each tournament is allowed to do their own thing.
Okay, but what about for the final Masters?
Oh, we have no idea yet. That's 15 months off, or 14, no, not even. Sorry, that's 13 months off. But anyway, you know, maybe we'll do something exciting, maybe we won't.
Sure.
Maybe it'll be no comp. But what we really are kind of doing is we're letting people that run their own tournament. So if you run a GT and it's like 50% soft scores, 50% battle, that's your way to run the tournament, and we're just going to rank based on overall. So you're right, depending on which tournaments you choose to go to, you know, if you have a beautifully painted army, maybe you'll benefit from going to certain tournaments over others, but we're kind of leaving the TOs to do everything on themselves.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and we'll post links for the Masters in the show notes here so people can check it out and check out what tournaments are so far on the list.
Yeah, and it's growing, and there's quite a few. There's a few issues left to be worked out, but it'll be fun. Some of the first ones is there's one that we're potentially doing in Ottawa with the CWC in January.
Yep.
That might be the first one if they reach 30 players. So that's kind of like 2 months away, so look forward to that one. And then in March we have War Masters and ND Open. So those are the first 3 if you're interested.
Cool. All right. Thanks a lot, Chris.